Qatar is the third richest country in the world. It has an average GDP per capita of $133,000. So to stand out in a country that's already wealthy is pretty significant for the ultra-rich people there. From their luxurious palaces to super yachts, here's how the ultra-rich in Qatar spend their money. What else can you need if you already have a huge collection of cars that ordinary people can't afford? Of course, a customized license plate. Qatar's billionaires have this crazy habit of spending millions on special license plates, and they're really fond of it. The bidders in Qatar will happily pay large sums of money to get their hands on a fashionable license plate for their favorite cars. In fact, you could actually buy the latest expensive models from the money they spend on just a number plate. For example, a mystery Qatari billionaire spent millions to buy a license plate for his $500,000 Lamborghini Aventador SVJ. The car was spotted by YouTube in Monaco, and it had a Qatari license plate with just 3 digits. 1, 2, 3. It was reported that the number plate was acquired during an auction, and the mystery Qatari business tycoon paid over $12 million for it. The businessman specifically traveled to the auction to purchase that number plate, and apparently he purchased it for personal use and has no plans of reselling it. Weddings are always pretty expensive, but exciting events in most countries. They're widely celebrated, but the number of guests typically stay between 150 and 200. It's pretty hard to add more people, right? Even if you count all your relatives, friends, and colleagues, it'd still be hard for you to organize something bigger. But not in Qatar. The ultra-rich arrange wedding events that can only be described as grandiose, and the number of guests invited are just mind-blowing. The events last for more than a week, and the guests are taken to different breathtaking destinations. Obviously, the Qatari elite employ their private Boeing planes for the transport. These events are literally a matter of pride for these billionaires, as they spare no expense on the decorations, entertainment, and food for the guests. In fact, you could easily organize multiple regular weddings with the same budget that an average Qatari billionaire spends on his daughter's wedding. In 2012, the Qatari business tycoon Ali Al Fardan spent millions on the big day of his daughter Noor Al Fardan. The lavish ceremony was held at Bâtiment des Forces Motrices in Geneva. Top circus acrobats and Noor's favorite Arab singers were invited to perform at the event, and they were paid over $300,000. Over 300 guests were flown to the destination, with their stay at the Four Seasons Hotel that overlooks Lake Geneva. Noor's father paid for everything, including the air tickets for those relatives who couldn't come through their private jets. Well, it's understandable that these billionaires want the best for their daughters, but just imagine all the other important things they could have done with the money. Still, you can't deny that they're also very generous. They don't spare any expense on weddings, as traditions are deemed very important in that part of the world. It's no secret that Arabs have an undying love for horses, and they have excellent knowledge about them. Arabian horses have been well known even beyond the Arabian Peninsula. Centuries ago, these exceptional and strong horses became the brand of the Arabian Peninsula, even before the word brand existed. So it doesn't come as a surprise that in Qatar, as well as other Arabian countries, the horses are treated with the utmost respect, and the elite class there spends unrealistic amounts of money on them. In fact, Sheikh Fahad bin Abdullah Al Thani, who's a member of Qatar's royal family, spent over $10 million in over a year to purchase several horse breeds for himself and his family. But that's nothing as compared to the cost required for the maintenance of these horses. The conditions in which they're kept can easily be envied by humans. Their stables are never smelly or filthy. They're always kept perfectly clean and bright. In fact, the smell while walking through these stables is similar to that of a 5-star hotel. And we're really not kidding here. The royals spend over millions of dollars for this top-class maintenance. Cars are now just old-fashioned for Qatar's ultra-rich who are blindly spending hundreds of millions on super yachts. One such example is the Al Lusail super yacht owned by Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani. Priced at $500 million, it literally puts the super in super yacht. Previously known as Project Jupiter, Al Lusail is now named after Qatar's beautiful city. What's even more interesting is the yacht has a length of 123 meters, which is just 1 meter shorter than the super yacht Qatar owned by Thani's father.